Concrete, a safety meeting video brought to you by weeklysafety.com. Let's get into it. Concrete is one of the most widely used building materials, but it comes with serious safety risks. Working with it can lead to skin burns, eye injuries, respiratory problems, and equipment-related hazards if proper precautions aren't followed. Concrete hazards. Concrete work can expose workers to a wide range of hazards. Cement dust can cause irritation to the skin, eyes, and lungs. Crystalline silica, often found in cement, can damage lung tissue and lead to long-term health problems like silicosis. Wet concrete is highly alkaline and can cause chemical burns. Even trace amounts of hexavalent chromium in cement products can lead to allergic reactions and asthma-like symptoms in some workers. On top of these material hazards, workers face physical risks like slips and falls, back injuries from overexertion, and equipment-related injuries from moving vehicles, cranes, and other heavy machinery. Personal protection. Personal protective equipment isn't optional. PPE is required for anyone handling concrete or working near it on the job site. That means wearing the right gloves, preferably nitrile or butyl gloves that resist caustic substances. Cotton or leather gloves aren't good enough when handling wet cement. Waterproof boots should be tall enough to prevent concrete from getting inside, and eye protection is a must during mixing, pouring, or chipping. If you have to kneel on fresh concrete, never rely on just your clothing. Use waterproof knee pads or a dry board to prevent moisture from soaking through, and any part of the body that comes in contact with wet concrete should be rinsed off with cool, clean water as soon as possible. Concrete projects also generate a lot of airborne dust. To reduce the risk of inhalation, wear a properly rated respirator whenever dust levels are high. Always wash your hands and face thoroughly before eating or drinking, and take your meal breaks in clean, dust-free areas. Concrete safety. Lifting and carrying concrete materials can lead to back injuries and strains. Use mechanical assistance like forklifts or hand trucks whenever possible, and always use a proper lifting technique. Keep a heavy load close to your body and bend at the knees, not the waist. Don't hesitate to ask for help if something feels too heavy. Good housekeeping is also important. Clean up debris, dust, and clutter to reduce the risk of slips and trips. Damaged walkways, loose handholds, and wet surfaces all increase the likelihood of injury. To protect your lungs from silica dust, use wet methods or local exhaust ventilation when chipping, drilling, or sawing concrete. Avoid dry sweeping and use HEPA vacuums to clean up instead. Heavy equipment hazards. Concrete work often involves the use of heavy machinery like concrete trucks, cranes, and forklifts. These machines come with their own hazards, including struck-by and caught-in injuries. That's why only trained and authorized personnel should operate heavy equipment. Make sure all machines are inspected regularly and maintained in good condition. Never exceed rated load capacities and ensure all backup alarms are working correctly. Be cautious around the load-out chute of concrete mixers because hands and fingers can be caught or crushed if you're not paying attention. Jobsite safety. Never ride on concrete buckets or walk under suspended loads. These situations create serious fall and crush hazards that must be avoided. Whenever possible, reroute elevated concrete buckets to keep workers out of harm's way. Reinforcing steel must be capped or guarded to prevent impalement injuries. This is especially critical when working in areas where workers could fall onto the exposed rebar. Slip, trip, and fall hazards should be actively identified and corrected throughout the duration of the project. That includes checking ladders, scaffolds, walkways, and access points regularly. Final reminders. Concrete is durable, strong, and essential, but it's also dangerous when not handled safely. Whether you're mixing, pouring, finishing, or just working nearby, the hazards are real. Wear the right PPE. Follow safe lifting practices. Stay aware around heavy equipment. Take steps to control dust exposure, and never assume the job is safe just because it's routine. Thank you for taking the time to focus on safety today. Every decision you make on the job site matters. Stay alert, follow procedures, and protect yourself and those around you.